Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Bach, President of Wheelchair Basketball Canada, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you here this evening for the presentation of the WBC Annual Awards and Hall of Fame induction. I hope everybody is doing well, in good health, and safely at home. I thank you for joining us this evening. Regrettably, we find ourselves in difficult times where we cannot bring our community together in person to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our peers, as we usually do at this time of year. Nonetheless, it's an incredible honor to recognize those individuals through the power of technology. We are proud to celebrate the excellence of those in our community who play an integral role in the success of the game from coast to coast and who propel Wheelchair Basketball Canada closer towards its vision of being the world leader in the game of wheelchair basketball. Well, without further ado, let's begin with the presentation of this year's True Sport Award. This year's recipient is a dedicated coach and mentor who personifies the principles behind the true sport movement and the life-changing powers of sport. A coach for more than 20 years, he has established an inclusive culture within his program and teams that is built on the foundation of the true sport values. So much so that his team philosophy is play hard, play smart, play together, have fun. He has instilled the values of teamwork, respect, fair play, and always rising to the challenge in each of his athletes who carry themselves with integrity both on and off the court. His passion for the game is unwavering, and he is an amazing advocate for getting youth with disabilities active through sport. He provides a place for everyone to play, all stages of the game, and encourages his athletes to give back to their communities in positive and meaningful ways. I'm thrilled to congratulate this year's recipient of the True Sport Award, the Burlington Vipers' own Coach Chris Chandler. Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you so much for this award. It's truly an honor. I'm humbled. I really am humbled. If I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't even thought I would be nominated for it. So it's a very, very, very cool experience for me. So thank you very much. When I read that email, it also said I'd do a speech. Now, for those that know me, know my love of public speaking. And when I thought about what I wanted to say, I immediately thought of Roy Henderson. And a few years ago, Roy entered the Hall of Fame. And Roy shares my love of public speaking. He went up on stage, looked at everybody in the face, picked up the mic, said thanks, put the mic down, tipped his hat, and left with a smirk. And I thought, that's pretty cool. That's something I could see myself doing. That's something I definitely want to do. But unfortunately for me, and it's very unfortunate for me, I'd lose a platform to say thank you to some important people. So thank you to Wheelchair Basketball Canada. Like I said before, this is huge for me. I'm truly humbled, I'm truly honored. Thank you very much. I need to thank my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be here. My dad taught me the importance of work ethic, taught me the importance of sacrifice, and taught me the importance of fighting for what you think is important and don't give up. My mom has an unconditional support for me throughout the years. She's the one that got me involved in basketball, and she's still involved today with the Vipers community. So thank you guys very much. I love you very much. Couldn't have done this without you. When I was looking at the history of the award, I noticed there's a few people from Ontario that won it recently, and it's an honor to be in the same category as them. Kathy Ludwig and Paul Bose, you are my peers. I rely on you so much for information. I confide in you guys. It's just very cool to be mention the same sentence as you guys. I'm not even the first Viper to win this award. Melanie Houghton, who I can't think of a better person to win this award, also won it a few years ago, so it's very cool to be mentioned with her. I've known her for an incredibly long time, so that was very cool. What I'd like to do is thank Owen Para and Jose. You guys have brought Wheelchair Basketball Ontario out of the dark ages, and I can't think of a better leadership group than you guys to keep this going, and it's very exciting where we're going to go. So thank you guys very much for that. the Golden Horseshoe Disabled Sports Association, and specifically the board members. Again, unconditional support. Any idea I have, they support it, and it's good to have a board of directors that are so supportive and just looking for the greater good. The Vipers community. I've never been around a bunch of players, fellow coaches, parents that I just purely love. It's great going to practice every week, and we get better together. So it's a great community. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Finally, I really wanted to say thank you to Paul Bose. When I first started coaching, I believe this was 1997. I wanted to learn. Quite honestly, I wanted to learn. And I emailed him and I said, Paul Bose, didn't know Miss Bose at that point. I said, Paul Bose, I'm a new coach and I'd like to learn from you. And immediately he replied back and said, why don't you come to my coaching staff at the Ontario men's provincial team? So I said, okay. And that was the start of a beautiful friendship and a beautiful mentorship. I remember my first year, I got the nickname Crash. And my first year, we were playing Alberta, and Bosey wanted to talk to the referees. And he said, Crash, talk to the guys. And I was 20 years old at the time. And I'm looking at Roy Henderson, Reg McClellan, Jerry Tonello, Pat Anderson, Chris Stoutenberg, the list goes on and on. And I threw up my mouth a little bit. I threw up, and then I looked at them and I said, okay guys, good job, get some water. And they laughed. And I'm sure I said something incredibly important, life-changing at that point. I didn't. But I managed the timeout, and I think it was that point I got hooked on coaching. So thank you, Paul Bose. I've learned not only X's and O's from you, I've learned everything. The importance of a positive community. Bose is huge on that. So I wouldn't be here without you. I love you very much. Thank you for absolutely everything you've done over the last 20-something years. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris, and congratulations once again. Next up, our award for Junior Athlete of the Year. Our Junior Athlete of the Year is rising quickly through the wheelchair basketball ranks since discovering the sport a mere 4 years ago. At only 17 years of age, the sky is the limit for this up-and-coming star who is an emerging leader both on and off the court. His dedication to his craft is exemplary, and he puts in the work to maximize his potential while encouraging his teammates along the way. His vision, his basketball IQ, and his work ethic can be a daunting combination for the opposition. A part of the U23 men's national team pool, he helped Canada to a third-place finish at the 2019 Kitakyushu Cup in Japan. Here at home, he came off the bench to help propel his team Alberta to a gold medal on home court during the 2019 Canada Games in Red Deer. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for the 2019 Athlete of the Year, Reed the 8th. Congratulations, Reed.
It is a great feeling to win this reward. I'd like to thank Wheelchair Sports Alberta for nominating me. I'd also like to thank my coaches, teammates, and my family for all supporting me throughout my training to make this possible.
That's terrific, and congratulations again, Reed. Up next, we have the Female Athlete of the Year Award, presented by Grosso Hooper Law. Grosso Hooper Law is a proud partner of WBC in the development of the women's game in Canada. I'd like to welcome Robert Hooper and Mary Grosso to present the award for Female Athlete of the Year.
Good evening. I'm Rob Hooper, the founder and a partner at Grosso Hooper Law. At Grosso Hooper Law, we are proud to support the development of women's wheelchair basketball in Canada.
Hi, I'm Mary Grosso, also a partner at Grosso Hooper Law. It's Rob's and my pleasure to recognize outstanding athletic achievement in wheelchair basketball by presenting the Wheelchair Basketball Canada Award for Female Athlete of the Year.
It'll be no big surprise this individual had a breakout year in 2019 and established herself as an absolute force on the basketball court. Her elite skill and game-breaking ability was on full display at the national team and club levels last year.
A star on the rise, she had a stunning performance last year in Lima, Peru, with Team Canada at the 2019 Para-Pan Am Games. She helped Canada qualify for the Tokyo Olympics. She helped propel Canada to a gold medal in a thrilling comeback victory against the US rival, while dropping a triple-double, the first in Canadian history at the Para-Pan Am Games.
At the club level, she picked up tournament MVP honors and a gold medal at the 2019 NWBA Division II Finals while representing the Toronto Rolling Raptors. In Canada Wheelchair Basketball League action, she competed for her home province of British Columbia and earned 2 bronze medals at the Nationals with the BC Royals and the BC Breakers, respectively. She was named the tournament MVP at the 2019 CWBL Women's National Championship.
We can't wait to see what the future has in store. Please join us in congratulating KD Dandino, Grosso Hooper Law Wheelchair Basketball Canada Female Athlete of the Year.
So just wanted to say thanks for the award. It's a huge honor, and it's been quite a process getting to this point. Been a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, a lot of time, not just by me, by everyone who supported me along the way. So, everyone back in BC, they're kind of the ones that got me started, gave me the opportunity to play basketball at high level again. So extremely grateful for them. They've, supported me the entire way too. Everyone in Ontario, I've had the privilege to train and compete out here for 4 years at a high level, which has really helped me bring my game up to where I want it to be. So extremely thankful for that. Everyone here has helped me, supported me, been selfless with their time as well. So very grateful for that. I'm also very grateful for the team that I have, that I get to practice with every day, that I get to go into competition with. And, they just always have my back. They're always so supportive, and they're just a great bunch. So I'm really happy that it's them, that I get to kind of go on this journey with. So very grateful for them. And also just very fortunate to have the friends and family that I do. I'm constantly away and I don't get to see them very much because I'm, busy training or competing, and they're all so supportive regardless. And so, just super lucky to have them in my life and have everyone in my life, and everyone that's given me their time and effort. So very, very appreciative of that. Hopefully over this next year, we'll, put in some hard work and hope to do Canada really proud on the world stage next summer. So anyway, I hope everyone's staying safe, staying healthy, and hope to see everyone out on the court again soon.
Congratulations, Katie, and our many thanks again to Robert and Mary and the entire team at Grosso Hooper Law for your continued support of the women's game in Canada. Up next, we have the award for Male Athlete of the Year. It's been a swift start to what looks like to be a promising career for the recipient of the Male Athlete of the Year award. In 2019, this individual was a key contributor to Team Ontario's run on the silver medal at the Canada Games in Red Deer, where he finished in the top 10 in scoring. Not done there, he solidified a place for himself in the starting lineup for Team Canada in the Lima 2019 Para-Pan Am Games. He not only helped Canada qualify for the Paralympics, but he added another silver medal to his collection and the first international medal of his career. He took home another silver medal at the Canadian Wheelchair Basketball League National Championship with the Variety Village Rolling Rebels and was named to the Tournament All-Star team. Off the court, he volunteers his time to raise awareness for the sport, introduce people to the game, and to give back to his community. I'm pleased to announce this year's the 2019 Male Athlete of the Year, Lee Melamick. Congratulations, Lee.
Hey, just got off the phone with Wheelchair Basketball Canada, and I found out I've been awarded Male Athlete of the Year. It's such a such an honor to be recognized for all the hard work and amazing things I've been a part of over these past nearly 4 years. I'd like to start by thanking everyone at Variety Village for showing me how much fun wheelchair basketball can be. I'd like to thank everyone at Team Ontario for giving me a taste of high-level competition, everyone at Paris Sport Ontario, and everyone I train with at PPAS. Almost every day we train. I want to thank all my amazing coaches. I wouldn't be here without them. I need to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brother Luke, for believing in me and helping me grow. Finally, I want to thank all my friends and everyone who supported me on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. And now we move on to our Leadership Excellence Award. Wheelchair Basketball Canada has taken this Leadership Excellence Award recipient on a lifelong journey as both an athlete and a coach. He inherited his passion for the game as a young child from his father. After starting out as a young able-bodied player, that passion blossomed into a calling as a coach and mentor in his adult years. Respected by his coaches, teammates, and adversaries as a competitive but genuine team player, he receives the same reverence as a coach from the athletes he now teaches. His innovative approach to coaching, as well as his technical knowledge of the game, ultimately caught the eye of Team Canada, where he joined the coaching staff on the senior men's national team. But it's his impact on the wheelchair basketball community in his home province of Quebec that truly sets this individual apart as an outstanding leader committed to the pursuit of excellence. He's fully invested in the development of the game in Quebec. He coaches at the club level and is head coach of the provincial junior team, a team he once played for at 3 different Canada games. He continuously goes above and beyond for the betterment of his athletes and the sport in Quebec. A devoted ambassador of the game, it is an absolute pleasure to present the Leadership Excellence Award to Nicholas Palmer. Congratulations, Nick.
I would like to thank Wheelchair Basketball Canada for choosing me as a 2020 Leadership Excellence Award recipient. Actually, this award is not mine. It's the Junior Athlete of the Year my brother won 2 years ago. I'm just glad that we're tied now. Recevoir ce prix est très spécial pour moi. J'aimerais en profiter pour remercier chacun de mes entraîneurs qui ont fait de moi un meilleur joueur, un meilleur leader, une meilleure personne. Aussi ma famille pour leur support inconditionnel. Merci.
Well, that concludes the awards portion of tonight's presentation. Congratulations once again to all of our award winners. Now, we move on to the induction of a new member into the Wheelchair Basketball Canada Hall of Fame. The Wheelchair Basketball Canada Hall of Fame recognizes Canadians with extraordinary achievements and distinguished service to the development and the advancement of wheelchair basketball. 3-time Paralympian Joanne McDonald is one such individual, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome Joanne into the Hall of Fame this evening. Joanne represented Canada with distinction as a member of the Canadian women's national team from 1974 to 1985. She wore the maple leaf with honor and pride at the Paralympic Games in 1976, 1980, and 1984. She also worked tirelessly to grow the game in her home province of Newfoundland and Labrador. She was an active fundraiser, a fierce advocate, a motivational speaker, and she served on the board of directors for the local Wheelchair Sports Association. Joanne competed at a time when athletes with disabilities were seldom viewed as real athletes. She made it her mission to dispel that myth through the art of wheelchair basketball. An officer of the Order of Canada, Joanne dedicated much of her life advocating to improve accessibility and inclusion for people with disabilities. She is a member of the Newfoundland and Labrador Sports Hall of Fame, the Newfoundland and Labrador Basketball Hall of Fame, and the Canadian Wheelchair Sports Hall of Fame. On behalf of Canadian wheelchair basketball community, including her former coach, the great Donald Royer, please join me in adding and by welcoming Joanne McDonald to the Wheelchair Basketball Canada Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Joanne.
I am deeply honored and indeed humbled to be receiving this award. Thank you so very much for selecting me for this honor. During my athletic career, I was fortunate to play alongside exceptional teammates. We had the distinct honor of representing Canada on the basketball court in many countries. We played hard, we won, we celebrated. We lost, we cried. And through it all, we became lifelong friends. Many people supported my endeavors to become the best basketball player I could be. My local Wheelchair Sports Association and coaches like Ron Tobin and Joanne Skillen all helped me hone my skills. I had amazing support from family and friends, and indeed the community at large. Equally, I had tremendous support from the Canadian Wheelchair Sports Association. I must signal out Don Royer, who in his gentle, quiet way instructed, encouraged, and guided our team. He was there for our many wins and losses, and for our ups and downs. Growing up, the idea of sport was never on my agenda. In my era, with a disability, you were actively discouraged from participating in sports. We'd hear comments like, "You might get hurt. You can't do that." However, once I sat in that wheelchair and picked up a basketball, it was love at first dribble. I played basketball for 15 years and only retired from sport after incurring a significant shoulder injury. It is fabulous to see how much sport has grown over the years. Funding, coaching, and most especially equipment has all jumped ahead in leaps and bounds. In the beginning, we actually competed in hospital wheelchairs. It wasn't until many years later when the first lightweight sports wheelchair came on the market. Of course, we were over the moon. Wheelchair basketball is a strong and vibrant organization which has enabled the sport to grow tremendously. While a strong organization is vital, it's also essential to have strong and committed basketball players who play the game with fairness and enthusiasm. You are making wheelchair basketball the sport everyone wants to try. Once again, I'm truly honored to receive this award. Thank you to Wheelchair Basketball Canada and all involved. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
What a tremendous evening. Once again, I congratulate all of our award winners and Joanne McDonald, our newest member of the Wheelchair Basketball Canada Hall of Fame. I look forward to a time when we can come together as a community and celebrate with all of you in person once this current crisis has passed. In the meantime, I wish to thank all of you for joining us tonight in this celebration of these outstanding individuals. We continue to be humbled and inspired by the leaders in our community and in our game. And we are grateful to the entire wheelchair basketball community for all that you do to grow this sport across Canada. I wish you all a good evening. Please stay home, stay safe, and we hope to see you on the basketball court again soon. Take good care, everyone. Good night.